Hi everybody, let's see what the upcoming weekend has in store for you. It could be about love, finances, events, trips, anything. Please subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. Let's begin. This spread is for all fire signs. Perhaps your story is in here, but there's also a separate spread just for your sign. Timestamps should be in the description box down below. We have the Five of Cups clarified by the Queen of Wands. We have the Eight of Swords clarified by the Page of Pentacles. We also have the Queen of Swords clarified by the Nine of Swords, and we have the Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So we got you, air sign. We do have an air sign, right? The Queen of Swords, and we got you, fire sign, the Queen of Wands, all the way to your left. I'm not sure what your affiliation to this person is, but you guys probably got into a fight prior to this weekend. And over this weekend, there's going to be an attempt to bury the hatchet, right? So yeah, the Queen of Swords, by the way, is clarified by the Nine of Swords. They're crying, they're stressed out, they've got anxieties. This person could be anybody, somebody you work with. It could be a family member, a friend, a love interest, anybody, right? They are probably an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You, the Queen of Wands, are clarifying the Five of Cups. Yeah, you also feel bad about it, right? Because the Five of Cups is a card of regrets and grief. And the Eight of Swords in the middle is a card of somebody who is overthinking, somebody who is stuck, trapped in their own thoughts. And here comes the attempt to, bury the hatchet. The Page of Pentacles clarifying the Eight of Swords is that attempt. I don't know who's going to be reaching out to whom. I just don't. It could be you, it could be them. And the Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right. The often forgotten meaning of the Two of Swords is cease fire or armistice. So yes, you guys are going to be seizing fire and trying to reconcile, trying to reconnect. Again, I don't know who's going to be with the initiative here, but there's definitely going to be an attempt. Perhaps there's going to be another person who's trying to bring peace here, right? A peacemaker. There could be another person, or one of you is going to be the peacemaker. All right? Cool. Aries, we have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Tower, we have the Eight of Wands, the Three of Wands clarified by the Chariot, and we also have the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow fire sign, Aries, Leonardo, Sagittarius, or Cancer, or any zodiac sign. This feels either spontaneous or some kind of a course adjustment. And I think you're the one who is doing this, right? The Ace of Swords, the first card that came out, is a decision. And it's clarified by the Tower. The Tower is either something that happens unexpectedly, and that could be something spontaneous, or perhaps you are kind of forced to make this decision, right? And if you're forced to make a decision, then I think this is you adjusting something. Or you're forced to start something all of a sudden. Or you're forced to take action. Or you're forced to go somewhere. And it could be circumstantial, you know. The Ace of Swords is that decision to either go somewhere or to start something or to make a decision to change something. The Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck, I think that's you, Aries. So you're getting all fired up, all passionate about it. You need to do this as soon as possible. The Eight of Wands in the middle could be a card of communication, or it could be a card of travel. Right? But the Eight of Wands is the fastest card, one of the fastest cards in the tarot deck. The Chariot right next to the deck is the second fastest card in the deck. So you got two fastest cards in the deck. You're either going somewhere, or it's like once you've decided to do this, to have this new beginning, or once you've figured it out, then it's all systems go. It's full steam ahead. Right? The Three of Wands is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision, and I think that's you. So yes, it's going to be a very dynamic weekend, I guess, because there's a lot of fast-moving energies here, a lot. For some of you, that could simply unexpected or spontaneous travel. For others of you, if you're all of a sudden facing an issue, you're going to attack it. And you're going to prevail, you're going to win, right? Because the Chariot is also a card of victory and success. So don't put anything away. Don't procrastinate. If you notice something that requires your immediate attention, go ahead and act upon it, and you'll be successful. All right? Cool. Leo, we have the Four of Swords clarified by the Three of Swords. We have the Fool clarified by the Sun. We have the Two of Cups clarified by the Ace of Swords. And we also have the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aries or another Leo. Perhaps an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or any zodiac sign. This is a general reading. Not only is it a general reading, it's a very specific reading, Leo, because we start off with the Four of Swords clarified by the Three of Swords. This is a combo of somebody who is recovering from an unfortunate event, or a breakup, or some kind of a devastation. I gotta be honest with you. I'm not predicting anything like that, but if that's the way you're feeling right now, then this is definitely your reading, right? So with the Four of Swords and the Three of Swords, this is you recovering from something. The Three of Swords is a card of a breakup, it's a card of a broken heart, it's a card of a devastation, some kind of event that could have happened to you that made you feel this way, right? But the good news is that the rest of the spread is just amazing. The very next card that came out is the Fool, and it's clarified by the Sun. Right, the Sun is your major arcana card, Leo. That's you. And some of you may already know the same card could be interpreted in multiple ways, even in the same spread. So the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. Right? The Sun always talks about joy, success, happiness, feeling on top of the world. It's clarifying another major arcana card, the Fool. The Fool is the personal Aries card. But the Fool, I think in this case, this is you letting go of that Four of Swords with the Three of Swords energy. Right? And it probably has to do with a new person entering your life. Right? It could be that Aries, or it could be any zodiac sign. The Fool is a card of taking a leap of faith. This is a card of you just going for it, feeling great about what you're doing. Right? Then whenever the Fool and the Sun cards come out in the same spread, I always point out the similarities between those two cards. In the right upper corner of the Fool card, we have the Sun. And then we have the actual Sun with the Sun in it. Right? The Sun card. And the gesture of the person on the Fool card and the kid and the Sun card, to me personally, look pretty much identical. And to me also, this is a gesture of a very happy individual. So that's how you're going to be feeling by the end of the weekend. All of this has to do with probably another person entering your life. We got the Two of Cups, clarified by the Ace of Swords, right next to the deck. The Two of Cups is a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of unconditional love. It's a card of two people seeing eye to eye, two people feeling the same way towards one another. So it kind of makes me feel it's an instant connection. Because we move away from the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords, and immediately we have such amazing cards. Immediately, right after that. Right? And the Ace of Swords, clarifying the Two of Cups. It could be an air sign indicator, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but the Ace of Swords pretty much, cuts that Four of Swords with the Three of Swords energy out of your life, hopefully for good. This is a sudden change, sudden shift for the better, right? The Ace of Swords is a card of a new beginning. It's a card of the answer yes with the Ace of Swords. Nobody is playing around or fooling around. You'll know what to expect from this person, and you're definitely on the same page. It's like, I see the two of you having that conversation with that Ace of Swords, and as a result of that conversation, both of you will realize that yes, you have same feelings towards one another. You had each other at hello. It was, love at first sight, and you guys are on the same page. That type of deal. The Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right. This is a card of a wish come true, and at the same time, it's a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. So yeah, but like I said, a very specific reading, Leo. But we've got such great cards as the outcome. Alright? Cool. Sagittarius, we have the Six of Swords, clarified by the King of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands, clarified by Temperance. We have the Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the Ace of Cups. And we have the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or any zodiac sign. This is a general reading. Not only is it a general reading, it's a really good reading, Sagittarius. You've got this King of Pentacles all the way to your left. right? It could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. If it's not an earth sign, it could be somebody who is very grounded, down to earth. They could be wealthy or working for a financial institution, could be a business person. Right, then they're clarifying the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a good card, really good card, because this is a card of an improvement. It's a card of things getting better. It's a card of a rough patch being over, right? And I think that's what this person is going to provide. I'm not saying your life is terrible right now. You know, perhaps you are experiencing some difficulties, and this person will improve your life, right? And as I always say, we're in each other's lives to make each other's lives better, because otherwise, what's the point, right? And I think this is what you're realizing, that this person is very loving, and at the same time they will make your life better in whatever way you think is good for you. Because the next card I came out with is the Three of Wands, and it's clarified by Temperance. Temperance is your major arcana card, that's you. And the Three of Wands is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision. So this is you, you know, coming up with a verdict, and I think the answer is yes. Let's try this. Let's move forward. Let's get the show on the road. We've got the Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Ace of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune is the two of you starting a new cycle. It's a major arcana card. It's always good news in my spreads. The Ace of Cups is all about love, genuine, authentic love. And the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, that card could be interpreted in a couple of different ways. It could be how the two of you get acquainted, because this is a card of collaboration. It could be somebody you work with, do business with, or they could be associated in some way with the way you make your money, or perhaps you're collaborating with this person in some other way. It could be somebody who is in your yoga class, in your gym, somebody you go hiking with. You get the idea, right? If it's not how the two of you meet, this is still a fantastic card, because it's a card of both of you building this together, making sure the foundation is solid so it doesn't fall apart in the future, and both of you are putting time, effort, whatever is necessary into this connection, because both of you wanted to work out, both of you wanted to succeed. So basically what this means is that you guys are on the same page, right? You are still calling the shots here with the Temperance card, because this is your major arcana card, but I think it's going to be a quick decision. You will very quickly realize that this person is the real deal. They bring stability and all that good stuff, and don't forget about love. They bring all that into your life. Alright? Cool. And there you have it. I hope my readings resonated with you, and if they did, I hope they make your lives better in one way or the other. Please share and subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. Thank you for watching.